If you liked yesterday's cherry bomb trade, you're probably going to like today's because it sets up very similar. We're going to be putting on a cherry bomb trade today that is another long call vertical, but this time in Google. And Google has 2 stars of liquidity. It has a strong positive correlation to the SPY, and the IV rank is 35, which would indicate we're going to want to do a long premium trade. But just like yesterday, the IV percentile, though, tells a little bit of a different story. It's saying to us that over the past year, more days have had lower volatility than currently is in existence. So some conflicting markers there. But if you're willing to put on a trade where we could benefit due to the upward movement in a stock, then perhaps today's Google trade is for you. Hi everybody, Neil here again with Option Theory. Thanks so much for joining us. If you're new here and this is their first Option Theory video that you've come across, you might want to head down to that description below and sign up for the cherry bomb emails that come from Tasty Trade. They don't come from me. I don't get anything from them. I just enjoy their content and like putting out videos and getting a group of people together that want to simulate their trading and prove to themselves or to practice their skills right inside of ThinkOrSwim. So if that sounds good to you, we'd love to have you. The more, the merrier. And I did hit a milestone, right? I had 70 subscribers last night. I am contemplating putting together a challenge, which, when we get to 100 subscribers. So stay tuned for that. Anything you could do to help me out there, share that. We get to 100, you'll have an opportunity to join me in a challenge. But more on that in a future video. So it's time to build today's trade. So head over to the Analyze tab, go to the Add Simulated Trades. You're going to want to type in GOOGL for the ticker symbol here. And we're going to be in, just like yesterday, the September 4th weeklies, which as of today, the 29th of July, we have 37 days to expiration. I have all strikes set on, and I come down here to the call side because we're doing a long call vertical. And we're going to be doing the 1500, where we buy the 1500 call, and we're going to sell the 1510 call to reduce the cost basis there. And you can do that, of course, by right-clicking on the bid or ask for the 1500, choose Analyze Buy Trade, and go to vertical. Then just make sure that your strikes here are set to the one that's +1 to 1500 and the one that's -1 to 1510. If yours say +10 or -10, then you can adjust those if you wanted to do a different number of contracts. I do ones, and that's my default. If you look up top of your screen, a little card just slid across. That's where I talk about how to change your order defaults. So if that's news to you, you can change these so they're always set to 1 when you do that. All right, now, with that, of course, we want to examine our risk and the probabilities. So head on over to the risk profile here. Make sure that your date is set to the 4th or the 5th, either one. I go with the 4th. And you can get that date right here. And I choose the Friday rather than the Saturday. And you can see already here that the most we could lose is what we're going to pay for this. This is a debit trade. So we're going to be paying almost $500 to put on this trade. And the problem with that is typically when what happens is time works against you in a debit trade, right? So your long premium, as time goes by, the value of this thing that we're buying will go down. Unless, of course, the underlying moves in the direction that we want it to. We want Google to go up. All right. So with that, we can see we can lose the $485 we paid for it. We could make $515. There's a 50% chance that we'll make any money, right? Well, 47.7, right? According to this one. If you look inside of Tastyworks, it gives you 50% on this one. But what Tastyworks does give you over ThinkOrSwim is, and if you get those emails, you'll get it. You don't need to have a Tastyworks account, although it's not bad to have too. You get the email, you'll also get the P50 for the cherry bombs, which gives us a 65% probability of collecting 50% of this credit. So would you be happy to take off, let's say let's just call it $250, once it gets to there. So yeah, you can see today we would need it to move quite a bit up to get to that $250. So it's not something you should expect unless, of course, hey, with earnings, you can see some pretty big movements, right? And that, by the way, those earnings are tomorrow. So now that we understand the risks and the probabilities, I'm going to right click this trade. I'm going to choose confirm and send. And I'm going to see that everything we just said is right here. And I'm going to hit send. That's going to pop that over into my working orders, and we'll see how that goes if we get filled on that one today. All right, so if you made it this far into the video, once again, I thank you so much for sticking with it until the end. That really helps me out. It tells YouTube that you like what you're watching here. I'm trying to keep this video a little shorter than yesterday and respect your time a little more. So if you like that, would you consider giving me a like? And if you are new, like we said, and you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell. You'll be notified when our videos come out. I thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing you in the upcoming Cherry Bomb tomorrow.